We are underway here, day 2 of the Miracosta Classic. SoCalCollegeSports.com's coverage 3C2A men's basketball, Antelope Valley and Grossmont in the early game here today.
And we're underway with Antelope Valley on top 2-0. Grossmont comes in with a record of 1-14. They lost the opening game here on day 1 to San Bernardino Valley yesterday, 66-46. Meanwhile, Antelope Valley comes into action today, a record of 6 wins against 10 losses. They lost a heartbreaker against Miramar, 79-76. That was in game 2 of the day yesterday. We'll have one more game for you tomorrow. The winner of this game will play at 2 o'clock against the winner of our next game. Steal by Julian Payton. Payton with a 2-on-1 ahead to Riley. He lays it in. The pressure defense for the Marauders bearing fruit here early on. A couple of steals and fast breaks for an early 4-0 lead. Coming up, it'll be host Miracosta taking on Barstow College. And we will have that game for you following this one. Another steal. This one by Gomesy. They quickly get it ahead to Riley. Riley spins back to his right, missed the layup. Bell on the offensive glass. The follow, no good. Rebound tapped around to the outside and saved ultimately off of Antelope Valley. Nice play by Layman Hudson. Keep that play alive. Only 7 players available today for Grossmont College, so it's going to be a lonely bench for Doug Weber and his staff. And obviously the Griffins, if they have any hope of success here today, certainly need to stay out of foul trouble. Hudson, a hard drive to the glass, lays it up and in. So Hudson gets the Griffins on the board, 4-2. Payton in the starting lineup today, along with Riley, Sirocco Follings, Stefan Bell, and Ellie Gomesy. So more of a 3-guard look for the Marauders in the lineup today. For Coach John Taylor, Payton gets it to Bell in the corner, and he drains the 3. Just 7-2 lead.
So effective when he has his feet set in that corner. He had a nice game yesterday in the loss versus Miramar. That was really
Payton
a game. Oh,
able to keep that one alive. Reverse for Follings is good. 9-2 and 3 steals here in the first couple of minutes, Michael. And the Marauder defense, well, marauding, I think, seems appropriate here early on as they have raced out to this 7-point lead.
Great job coming out with a sense of urgency, and you had to figure that was going to be the case coming into today. After the loss yesterday versus Miramar, a team they just recently beat. They were up 4 in the final minute or in the final 2 minutes and were unable to really come away with it. And, you know, a lot of tough games this season here for the Marauders. A lot of close ones that have come down to the wire, but they have not been able to finish. And obviously it's not going to help when Julian Payton fouls out. Ellie Gomesy fouled out. There was some question as to whether or not he did pick up his 5th foul because when we went back and watched the film, it looked like he had only picked up 4. So maybe a statistician error. We don't know, but he did foul out. It will end as him fouling out in addition to Jalon Tinnen. So 3 players foul out for the Marauders yesterday. They can't close the door, and Miramar steals one.
Burton gets it over to Hudson. Now the Griffins can set up. Marquel Cool on the drive, trapped on the baseline. His pass is stolen by Bell. It's another turnover. 3-on-1. Bell all the way to the rim, missed the layup. Rebound knocked out of play. And this one's going to stay with Antelope Valley. And right now, Bruce Weber is hot on that Griffin sideline. And I think, they're down to 7 players, but I think they're off to somewhat of a sluggish start, even with the 5 on the floor.
They were late getting here today, so you wonder if that maybe had some type of an effect. That's a great take.
Payton.
1 more.
Over to Follings. They work it around to Riley. Julian drops it to Bell.
Good.
Gets it back. Open 3. No good. Long rebound. Riley able to track it down. Another chance for Antelope Valley.
It's great offense, though. Solid offense. Nice rise.
Gomesy, short corner. Knocks it down. 11-2 now. Antelope Valley. And they are trying to put this one away early. Burton having some trouble, gets it ahead to Moyer.
Silver lining from yesterday's loss, there was a lot to really glean from the loss in terms of what they could have done better.
Offensive rebound for Burton.
Situationally, they were not very good yesterday. Not knowing the situation every time down. Look, the ball should have went to Eli Gomzi every time down until they could stop it, because really Miramar had zero answer for him, and unfortunately some careless and sloppy turnovers from the Marauders really did them in at the end.
The pass off of Burton, so another turnover gives it back for Antelope Valley. Just underway, 16:30 to go in the first half, and the Marauders have come out on a run. Early 9-point lead. Gomzi, hard drive, lays it in.
Looks like another situation where the opposing team does not have an answer for Eli Gomzi. And I really like what I'm seeing here from the Marauders early off. Obviously, Grossmont coming out a little flat-footed, but AVC is executing at a high clip right now, and they're seeing the results, 13-2 to start this one off.
Hudson driving on Riley to the rim, double pump, up and in. Hudson's been the offense so far for the Griffins. He's got all 4 points.
Well, that's just too easy.
Fallings into the lane, stops and pops from 12 feet, rims high, no good.
Better from Fallings there offensively, though. Good composure, just needs to get that shot to fall.
Hudson leans over the dribble, again working on Riley. Outside to Burton. Work it down low, Nolte has that one tipped away. Riley out in front, he'll take it himself. 15-4.
A lot of players here for Grossmont are really bothered by the pressure here from the Marauders.
Hudson on the drive, blocking call, and Hudson going to the line.
It's tough to stick in there, for any player. It doesn't matter who's bearing down on you, and Eli Gomzi bails out at the last second, does not chest up. It's whistle for foul.
Well, the Griffins, you talk about being undermanned coming into this one. They are missing no less than 5 regular players from their rotation as they come here to the Cleat Adelman Classic this weekend. And it was 4 players, and it got worse with starter Mark Cabrera suffering a concussion yesterday. So he's now unavailable. So a short bench gets even shorter. And meanwhile, I think you have to, if you're John Taylor, I think you have to be pleased. This is the kind of game where maybe on paper his team could have come out a little bit sluggish or maybe get a little slow getting into it, but that has been exactly not the case so far today. The Marauders have come out with a great sense of purpose and have gone on this early run.
Well, Coach Taylor preaches urgency, and his team looking pretty good so far outside of really a free lane to the basket for Marshall early. The defense has been very good.
Tinnan, along with Tyreek Perry, checking into the game, along with Dion Troop. So, changes abound. Meanwhile, Hudson continues to be the scoring column for the Griffins. One more free throw coming up and good. 15-6 as Troop brings it across. Tinnan bluffed it a long 3. They work it around to Fallings.
So he's got a flash high post here.
Shot clock at 16. Peyton curls off a screen, comes up shooting from 16, no good. Perry on the offensive glass. Open look for Fallings, that's no good. Rebound tapped around and Nolte finally able to pull it down for the Griffins. Gua has checked into the game. Flag Gua in the backcourt for the Griffins. Moyer picks up his dribble. Looking for Gua on the cut. Good hands by Sirocco. Fallings nearly had the steal, and it's off of Gua. So the turnover will give it back to Antelope Valley. Troop back into his familiar role, coming off the bench after getting some starts against Compton last week.
I really like what he brings to the table defensively. He's tough to go against, especially against a guard that wants to penetrate. Did a great job.
Yeah, against Damian Miller.
Damian Miller of Miramar.
They work it around.
Good
Peyton
screen.
Open for 3. That's good.
That's all set up by the screen from Jalon Tinnan to free up Peyton in the corner. Nice look, good offense.
You can't give JP too many looks like that.
You cannot. He's really improved his shooting this year. Really love to see that out of Julian.
It's going to be a foul call on Sirocco. Fallings, exactly 14 minutes.
Like that foul there for Rocco, because Fallings is looking to test his boundaries. That's what you should be doing early against any team. See what the referee's going to let you get away with. Obviously a little bit too overzealous there, but he'll have to adjust.
Hard to say that the pressure isn't working either if you're Antelope Valley early on. Moyer out to Gua. Flag Gua on the drive, fans it out. Burton will try for 3, missed everything. Rebound on the floor. Moyer battling for it, but the Marauders ultimately win it. It's Peyton into the front court with a 4-on-3.
Shoot that.
Leaves it for Troop. Back outside to Peyton. Peyton guarded by Hudson. Nice job by JP not traveling. Nearly dragged the foot. Shot clock at 13. Antelope Valley will look to set things up.
High post, there you go.
Tinnen
Nice.
in the lane. Little hesitation. Tried to drop the pass looking for Perry.
Step
but
through.
Moyer had the steal, but he and Hudson not on the same page, and the Griffins give it right back.
Yeah, that's a teaching point right there if you're Jelon Tinnen. You know, you get the look down low, you look and you turn and face. You just have to step through and seal off with the hips. Another bad pass.
Perry that time throwing it away. Hudson has the steal. Hudson, hard drive into Troop, and it's Troop who will pick up the blocking call.
Troop does not make it easy for opposing guards driving to the basket. This should be on the floor. I don't think I saw a shot. Indeed, this will be baseline out of bounds.
Yeah, they'll bring it in baseline left. Riley returns. Here comes Steven Johnson. Makes his first appearance.
Good work by JP and Sirocco.
Yeah, Peyton back in the starting lineup. He's been coming off the bench of late. Into Moyer. Moyer in a crowd, blocked by Tinnen, but out of bounds.
Nice.
Grossmont will keep it.
Nice job from the backside by Steven Johnson, also getting a hand in there. See him come through on the replay.
Burton looking to trigger it in. Still looking. Nice job by Perry getting up high. Still 22 on the shot clock.
You know, if you're Grossmont, you got to make yourself a target to go and get the ball. Just give it in. There you go.
Out to Hudson.
Nice job by Perry defensively on the ball.
Hudson spins into the lane, hanging in the air. Shot no good. Gets his own rebound in a crowd. Double pump, no, but a foul.
Straight up. Go straight up.
Yeah, you got Layman Hudson there, in among the trees. Yeah, I think in that situation, you'd like to dare him to see if he can finish there.
Agreed.
So tempting, though, I imagine,
well,
inside to bring the arm down, try and get that block. And
Steven Johnson whistled for the foul. He was the one that brought the hand down. First free throw up and good.
So Hudson, all 7 points. For Layman Hudson, he comes in averaging 10.3 a game. That leads the Griffins. He'll have one more free throw coming. He shoots 68% from the line for the season. I believe the final player for the Griffins is up off the bench and in the game. Yeah. Peliquin has checked in as Tinnen misses point blank, but a whistle on the rebound. It's going to go against Tyreek Perry. So indeed, Josh Peliquin has checked in. And that's it, Michael. We've seen everybody for Grossmont now today. So Hudson over to Burton. Antelope Valley goes with the half-court trap. Hudson into the lane.
Charge.
Hooks the pass. He was looking for Peliquin, but the charging call will go against Hudson anyway.
Nice job by Jelon stepping in.
Well, Hudson had already thrown it out of bounds. I think if you're Grossmont, you'd have taken that over the offensive foul. But unfortunately for the Griffins, it's the charging call that'll stick.
Unfortunately for the Griffins, not a lot of fouls to give here.
That's
Only dressing
exactly
7
true.
players.
Deion Troop, after a short stint on the bench, is back in the game. Riley. Up top.
Get your feet ready, Steven.
Tinnen in the high post, back outside.
Good.
Riley open for 3. That's good.
Nice job by Riley.
Jalen Riley with the three-pointer, giving the Marauders a 13-point lead. That's their largest. They continue with the half-court trap. Peliquin, trap now in the corner, tries to drop it low to Burton. Double teams coming from everywhere. Burton with a good feed to Moyer, who lays it in.
Moyer, that's a great cut to somebody in duress.
Perry
Travel.
back the other way. Might have gotten away with a travel. Johnson with the high arcer. That one brought rain. Rim's no good. And off to Gua. Gua Into the lane, to the hoop, missed the scoop. On the floor, though, he gets the rebound back. He'll get it back. Gua will try for a three. No good. Burton had a hand on it, but Riley ends up with the rebound. Riley, hard drive, coast to coast, scoop, no, whistle, and a foul call.
How about a jump stop? What are you doing? The defense is there. Jump stop and pop it from 12 or find somebody else who's wide open.
Yeah, Riley ends up with the offensive foul. Trying to go the 94 feet.
Yeah.
Matthew Sykes checks in along with Stephon Bell. So the lineup now for Antelope Valley, it's Dion Troop, Jalen Riley, Matthew Sykes, Stephon Bell, and Ellie Gomsey on the floor. Flag Gua on the wing. Checked by Troop. Gua wants a screen. And a blocking call. That'll be the second on Dion Troop. Yeah, I think, I wonder sometimes that Dion Troop, he's got that very, very short, stocky build, as Antelope Valley is now in the penalty, so it's a 1-and-1. He's got that stocky build, and I wonder if that sometimes draws more fouls because it's a little, he ends up kind of being a little more physical, almost because of that build.
Yeah, well, it's the build certainly helps. I mean, the low center of gravity, but he's also very strong, and he's really hard to go up against. Nice shot here from Bell.
Bell open, 3-2 strong.
Still love
Good.
The recognition from Stephon.
Box out by Burton, and the rebound to Grossmont. Hudson jets into the front court. Starts a drive on Troop. The runner, no good. Long rebound to Antelope Valley. They can run.
That's where you see Troop's strength really come into play there. Hudson cannot go through the defender, and he's put a little bit off balance, but he initiates contact, so there's no foul called, and he puts up a bad shot.
Nice job by the Griffins getting back. Transition defense. Antelope Valley will set up in the half court. Shot clock down to 11. 2-3 zone. Riley will try for three and hit again. Jalen Riley. A couple of threes here. 24-10. The Marauders with their largest lead at 14.
Again, terrific recognition from Riley on that possession. Second triple in the first half. And well, he was overcommitting with the drive early on, but he seems to have found an offensive groove the last couple of minutes. Griffins and complete the rest. Moyer gives it out. Over to Burton. This is Gua. Moyer. Shot clock violation. No shot clock awareness there from the Griffins. Moyer's looking for a lifeline, and it's a turnover.
Well, Antelope Valley came out with a trapping defense, and they haven't gone away from it, and the Griffins have shown no ability to really deal with it, both in the full court and in the half court.
Well, spacing isn't there, and the timing isn't there from Grossmont trying to find or help somebody who's under duress in the half court. Great job by AVC. Their intensity has not been matched thus far by Grossmont.
Mike, I think the key for Grossmont working against that trap is you got to keep moving without the ball. Continue to present options.
Gomsey too easy.
With cuts. Meanwhile, Gomsey continues to work that baseline.
Remember this game? We're not going to see a lot of Gianni Brown over the next week or so. He's got a bit of an ankle issue. We saw him roll it yesterday. Talked to him earlier today. He'll be fine. Riley with a steal.
Good hands. Well, that's double digits for Riley here in the first half already, and it's all Antelope Valley.
Well, it's been Jalen Riley, and not only Jalen Riley getting into it for the Marauders. 8:58 to go. Back in a moment. Word from our sponsors.
H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, L.A. County's #1 Ram truck dealer, is also your Ram Commercial Truck Center with ProMaster vans, upfitted commercial trucks, contractor trucks, flatbeds, and commercial specialty vehicles in stock now. Or custom order your vehicle with the upfits needed for your unique business. You can find Ram of the West at Hunter Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in the Lancaster Auto Mall or ramofthewest.com.
Come test drive a new Ram truck today during the Big Finish sales event going on now.
I've always been told that it is part of my duty to be a voice for my community. And I like to think that as an attorney here at the Cochran firm, that I am doing what Mr. Cochran wanted us to do, which was to always be committed to your community and to serve your community and to fight, even when you feel like the odds are against you. And at the end of the day, justice will be served.
8:58 to go in the first half, 28-10. It's been a commanding performance from the Marauders after the loss yesterday at the Miramar. Full court pressure trap being employed here by AVC. Mike Spada just joined off Emery Johnson with the call here today. Day 2 of the Cleat Adelman Classic Mira Costa tournament. Happy you've joined us. And again, special thanks to our sponsors. Highlight time. Stephon Bell with the dunk. Special thanks to our sponsors, Hunter Dodge of the West and the Cochran Firm.
Well, Antelope Valley, Michael, really overplaying all passing lanes at this point. And that time, Bell was able to step in and get the steal.
Travel. Foul. Well, 2 no-call travels there for Grossmont. Ends up in an and 1 opportunity, so they'll take it.
Yeah, that whistle came a little too late if you're a Marauder fan. Instead, Moyer able to get the finish with the foul.
I think the result of this game is likely already in the bag for ABC, but it's an opportunity for them to do what they're supposed to do against inferior competition. Against a team that's dressing 7 players and doesn't have a real ball handler. This trap is going to be menacing. JP Sirocco Fallings getting ready to check back in. Sykes from 3. Good open look. Can't get it to go. Rebound off. Peliquin. Over to Guo. Flag Guo. Working on Riley. Passes it over to Burton. Or Moyers, excuse me. And corner 3. That is good.
Marquel Cool finding an open spot.
Yeah, coolly drains the corner 3. Gets it to a 14-point deficit for Grossmont. We're going to have a timeout call on the floor. Coach Taylor wants to talk things over. Take one ourselves.
Now open, L.A. County's #1 Ram truck dealer, H.W. Hunter Ram of the West, has a new facility and is now the largest Ram truck center in America. Built from the ground up to offer the best truck buying experience and service experience anywhere. Let our certified truck experts help you choose from hundreds of trucks in inventory, including upfit vans and work trucks. Shop now and get huge grand opening savings on all new Ram trucks in stock at H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, 10th Street West, Lancaster Auto Mall, or ramofthewest.com.
Come test drive a new Ram truck today during the Big Finish sales event going on now.
All Antelope Valley early on. They have the 30-16 lead, 7:29 and counting remaining in the first half. High post, Gomesy knocks down the 12-footer. And the Marauders have doubled up Grossmont once again, now leading at 32-16. Flag Gua working against Julian Payton. Burton in the post. Cross to Peliquin. Back to Burton, spins baseline. Help comes from Gomesy, half hook, no good. Rebound pulled down by Ellie Gomesy.
Better offense from the Griffins that time. Riley. Check that Johnson now into the ball game. Sirocco Fallings. They swing it around the horn. Back to Johnson. Johnson has that type of range. Not ready to shoot it though. Let's see if they enter it at the mid post. They do. A little look off from Payton. Bell inside. Gomesy keeps the lap. Another offensive possession for AVC. Payton near steal for Gua. Payton kicks it out. Sirocco Fallings driving the lane. Kicks out. Stephon Bell. Payton. Good extra pass there from Johnson. Be ready. Good feet. High arcing 3. That one is a little long. Rebound off to Sirocco Fallings. It's going to be a charge.
Yeah, Fallings gets a long rebound. I think rather than settling for about a 12-footer
dribble it
on
out.
that shot.
Reset.
Looks to go hard.
I mean, there's
Peliquin with a good job there.
There's nothing there. There's 3 defenders. One on the backside, one in the middle, and then Gua takes charge. 6:18 remaining here in the first half. Foul.
All right, Gomesy with the reach in, and he was close to a clean steal there.
Going to go against Ellie, his second.
Double bonus. So the Griffins with a chance here to Maybe cut into the deficit a little bit at the line.
Well, the Jalen Riley show in the first half. He has 12 points to lead all scores. 2 of 2 from beyond the arc, 5 of 6 from the field.
I think I'm wondering at this point if Steven Johnson can actually touch the rafters on one of his threes before it's all said and done. No shortage of arc. Right on that.
Nothing wrong with a lot of arc.
On that shot. That is that one's going to come down with snow on it at one point, but you can't argue with 40+% from three-point range.
He is the anti-Sedale freak. Jalen Riley on the far side. Gives back to Payton. 6-minute mark here in the first half.
You know, I appreciate a good 80s reference from you.
I know you do. That's why I bring it to the table. Johnson nearly throws that one away.
Pass.
Over to Bell. Payton now in the corner, driving the lane. Floater up. That's good.
And this is exactly the part of the game that you'd like to see Julian Payton continue to develop. Yeah. You have to respect the outside shot. Developing some of those runners and floaters is only going to make him a more effective player.
Absolutely. Near steal there for Bell. Marshall into the corner. Gua from 3, and that's good.
And a little slow on the rotation out to Gua if you're going to trap.
And you have to know that that's the sweet spot offensively that Grossmont wants to go to. Deficit cut to 15 after the made 3. 5:27 to go. We have another timeout called. Will this be a 30 or a full? It will be a full timeout. Back in a moment.
I've always been told that it is part of my duty to be a voice for my community. And I like to think that as an attorney here at the Cochran firm, that I am doing what Mr. Cochran wanted us to do, which was to always be committed to your community and to serve your community and to fight, even when you feel like the odds are against you. And at the end of the day, justice will be served.
H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, L.A. County's #1 Ram truck dealer, is also your Ram Commercial Truck Center with ProMaster vans, upfitted commercial trucks, contractor trucks, flatbeds, and commercial specialty vehicles in stock now. Or custom order your vehicle with the upfits needed for your unique business. You can find Ram of the West at Hunter Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in the Lancaster Auto Mall or ramofthewest.com.
Come test drive a new Ram truck today during the Big Finish sales event going on now.
The commanding performance continues here for Antelope Valley, but Coach John Taylor and company see something they don't like and they want to rectify it. 5:17 to go here in the first half. It's a 15-point advantage. Johnson on the far side. Gets it from Jalen Riley. 3 up, that's short. Well, Johnson surely was ready to shoot it, just didn't really gauge the range properly. Gua from 3, and that's back-to-back triples for Flag Gua.
That's almost a transition situation there for Antelope Valley defensively. Grossmont bring the ball up pretty quickly, and Gua just too open. You got to locate him.
And now this is the point in the ball game. That's a good look for Stephon Bell in the corner, and that shot up and good by Stephon Bell. Steven Johnson was very effective from 3 yesterday, but it seemed to have lost the touch from the outside, but certainly picked up by the likes of Stephon Bell and Jalen Riley.
I think we've seen a few games for Antelope Valley this season, and I'm pretty comfortable saying that Steven Johnson's got a bit of a streak shooting dynamic to his game. I think when he hits that first one, that's a great sign.
Stepped in 3 by Julian Payton. That one off the back iron. Again, that's good offense from the Marauders. I don't mind that shot in transition. A lot of times players look at missed shots as failures, and as a coach, coaches understand that the difference between a bad shot and a good shot is huge in terms of buying into what the offensive flow is going to be. Perry Lake getting back. It was 4-on-5. Now back to full strength. JP looking for a high post cutter. Jalen Riley's going to fire from deep, looking for the hat trick from 3. Can't get it to go. Perry tracks down an offensive board. Johnson, great look inside. Stephon Bell not there, but he's fouled down low. Only the second team foul, so this will be baseline out of bounds to the Marauders.
That's a good job by Stephon Bell. Gets the ball in position to shoot, doesn't hesitate. Makes a good, strong move. And as we've talked about, with his leaping ability, with his athleticism, that's going to draw a lot of fouls. He's going to be very difficult to defend in the low post.
At the same time, I'd like to see Stefan understand that that's not going to be open there. So if you don't plan on jumping through the defender down there, you have to either maintain your dribble or not leave your feet. Bit of a bailout call. Payton gets it back. That's not a bad shot. Another three for Bell. No. Around the horn we go. Johnson in the corner. Dribbles in. Good offensive here. Johnson finally finds the range.
You know, Mike, that all starts because Stephon Bell flashes to the high post, brings the defense to him. You end up with a good look for Johnson from three on the wing.
You know, it's funny. I had a conversation with Stephen before the ball game. Working that inside-out game, he could have easily settled for the early three in that shot clock. Instead, lets the offense come to him. And the Marauders just really executing at a high clip. And I really like what I'm seeing here in terms of their half-court play. That shot up off the mark for Grossmont. As Peliquin can't get it to go. Quickly on the other end, it's Stephon Bell.
Yeah, Bell just getting behind the defense. Terrific transition pass. I believe that was Payton who threw that pass.
Payton going to have to catch up here. He's going to commit a foul.
Well,
Marquel Cool got behind him.
Payton just did a good job as the quarterback, but then as a defensive back, he gets beat there by a little stop and go from Marquel Cool.
That was a nice route there from Cool.
Yeah, I'll end the football metaphors, but Cool. Nice job moving off the ball and ultimately gets behind Julian Payton, and Julian just got back and at least make him earn it from the line.
Hey, man, it's playoff times. Nothing wrong with Football Reference this time of year.
It's true. I got about another month of Football References, and then it's all over.
Burton and Moyer back into the ball game here for the Griffins, trailing at 42-25, 2:18 to go in the first half. Did you know, everybody, you can watch this game on the big screen? You got something with a YouTube app. Roku, Apple TV, Xbox, PS4. Guess what? You can watch this on the big screen. SoCal College Sports 1 on YouTube. We are broadcasting live. This game will also be archived in its entirety. So if you're an AVC fan, you might want to go back and rewatch this one. Riley, one more pass to Johnson, driving the baseline, pulls up, good jump stop, good offense, Steven Johnson. It's good composure offensively here, Stoy. And again, the Marauders operating in the half court. We know they can get it done in transition. They're very good in the transition game, but when they get to league, they're going to have to be able to operate in both facets. Foul on Burden. Riley's going to go to the rack.
Yeah, the Griffins with little choice right now in terms of half-court defense. They're really packing it in a 2-3 zone. And Antelope Valley doing a good job of being patient in their offensive sets, working for good shots.
Free throw coolly drained there by Jalen Riley. Troop will come back in. Off comes Julian Payton.
You start to wonder about a season high for Jalen Riley. I'll look that up at the half, but he's having a big offensive performance.
Well, it's a 20-point advantage. He might have 20 in this first half. Nice cut by Burton. Can't finish. Jalen Riley brings it back the other way. To his right, inside, nice feed. Johnson couldn't handle it, gonna have to kick it back out. Good recognition. Again, Riley, open three off the back eye. Here comes Hudson. Hudson fouled by Riley. That's a terrible angle defensively.
That's a great job by Hudson, though, using his body to shield off Riley.
No, but okay, so let's watch this here. Riley is going to stutter there. He could have just beaten his man to the spot. He knows where Hudson's going to go. Make him alter his route.
Yeah, I think Jalen Riley wants to block there, and Hudson. I'm not saying that's the right play. I'm just saying that's. I think he's thinking about trying to block the shot, and that's where Hudson, with great body control, able to shield him off and finish and get the three-point play.
He wanted to add to his highlight reel here in the first half, and you just have to be better than that defensively. Offensively, he's more than made up for it here in the first. Bell, good footwork down low. Can he finish? And he does. Stephon Bell and Jalen Riley. Great here in the first half for AVC.
No shot clock. And Griffins can take it to halftime.
Final 10 seconds here. Hudson enters it in. Near turnover. Hudson finally gets it back. Heaves ho from three. No good. We go in at the half. 48-29. All AVC. You're watching 3C2A men's basketball from the Mira Costa Cleat Adelman Classic.
I've always been told that it is part of my duty to be a voice for my community. And I like to think that as an attorney here at the Cochran firm, that I am doing what Mr. Cochran wanted us to do, which was to always be committed to your community and to serve your community and to fight, even when you feel like the odds are against you. And at the end of the day, justice will be served.
Now open, LA County's #1 Ram truck dealer, H.W. Hunter Ram of the West, has a new facility and is now the largest Ram truck center in America. Built from the ground up to offer the best truck buying experience and service experience anywhere. Let our certified truck experts help you choose from hundreds of trucks in inventory, including upfit vans and work trucks. Shop now and get huge grand opening savings on all new Ram trucks in stock at H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, 10th Street West, Lancaster Auto Mall, or ramofthewest.com.
Come test drive a new Ram truck today during the Big Finish sales event going on now.
H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, L.A. County's #1 Ram truck dealer, is also your Ram commercial truck center with ProMaster vans, upfitted commercial trucks, contractor trucks, flatbeds, and commercial specialty vehicles in stock now. Or custom order your vehicle with the upfits needed for your unique business. You can find Ram of the West at Hunter Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in the Lancaster Auto Mall or ramofthewest.com.
Come test drive a new Ram truck today during the Big Finish sales event going on now.
H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, L.A. County's #1 Ram truck dealer, is also your Ram Commercial Truck Center with ProMaster vans, upfitted commercial trucks, contractor trucks, flatbeds, and commercial specialty vehicles in stock now. Or custom order your vehicle with the upfits needed for your unique business. You can find Ram of the West at Hunter Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in the Lancaster Auto Mall or ramofthewest.com.
Come test drive a new Ram truck today during the Big Finish sales event going on now.
I've always been told that it is part of my duty to be a voice for my community. And I like to think that as an attorney here at the Cochran firm, that I am doing what Mr. Cochran wanted us to do, which was to always be committed to your community and to serve your community and to fight, even when you feel like the odds are against you. And at the end of the day,
Now open,
justice will be
L.A.
served.
County's #1 Ram truck dealer, H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, has a new facility and is now the largest Ram truck center in America. Built from the ground up to offer the best truck buying experience and service experience anywhere. Let our certified truck experts help you choose from hundreds of trucks in inventory, including upfit vans and work trucks. Shop now and get huge grand opening savings on all new Ram trucks in stock at H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, 10th Street West, Lancaster Auto Mall, or ramofthewest.com.
Come test drive a new Ram truck today during the Big Finish sales event going on now.
Start of the second half. Day 2 of the Cleat Adelman Classic from Mira Costa College here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Antelope Valley and Grossmont and the Marauders take a 19-point lead into the second half. And, Michael, that's certainly about as good an offensive half of basketball as the Marauders have had this season.
Yeah, offensively they were fantastic. They let the offense come to them. They executed great. Defensively, a little lacking in some possessions outside of the pressure.
Gomesy's turnaround is pure.
Talking with Coach Mike Rios after the half, they were talking about staying locked in defensively. You know, obviously they're trying to play at a faster pace and push the tempo, but sometimes you kind of lose focus when there's that type of disarray trying to be employed there. So
Moyer looking for some movement. He finds Cool, who hits from long range. Marquel Cool knocks down the triple.
And that's a perfect example right there. Is Cool no hand up from Fallings, and Cool just buries it from 3. You have to at least have a hand up.
Payton at the top. Over to Riley. Riley led the Marauders with 14 in the first half. Stephon Bell chipped in with 12. Fallings will try to answer. That's short, and a long rebound off to Hudson. Griffins want to run, but the Marauders do a good job getting back, and Moyer nearly dragged the foot. No call. Hudson, hard drive to the glass, lays it up and in.
Yeah, he didn't nearly drag the foot. He for sure dragged the foot. And surprising no call there, but we play on.
Just trying to be diplomatic, Michael. 50-34.
Hey, you be good cop. Good cop, I'm a bad cop.
Let's stick with what works. 18:33 to go in the ball game. Quick timeout for John Taylor at Antelope Valley. You're watching the Cleat Adelman Classic on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Antelope Valley with the basketball, leading by 16. And the Griffins in the 2-3 zone. This is what they've been doing pretty much from the outset. dressing just 7 today, and Bell has to force one up, battling the shot clock, but Gomesy on the offensive glass.
Kill some more clock here. Now execute better versus the zone. You have to screen off on the backside.
They work it around to Riley.
Good.
Bell flashing in the post. Nolte right there. Good feed, but Follings has the shot blocked. Looked like Moyer might have gotten a piece. Hudson back the other way. He'll peel out and set things up. Burton will try for a 3, around and out. Offensive rebound to Moyer, who kicks it back outside. Cool again for 3, in and out. Rebound snapped down by Gomesy. Couple of good looks for the Griffins. Can't get it to go. Peyton thought about a 3. Corner 3 on the way for Gomesy. Long rebound tracked down by Hudson.
Yeah, right now the execution not there offensively. Everybody not sure of themselves. And defensively, not as locked in as they once were.
Burton off to Nolte. Shot clock at 8. Here's Hudson, the leading scorer for Grossmont in the first half with 10. Got caught in the air in the pass, tipped and stolen. Follings wants to run in on Nolte, missed the layup, and Nolte has the board.
Baco really struggling these last 2 games.
Nobody picks up Burton. He'll try for 3 and drain it.
I think you got to take a timeout right now.
They'll call that a long 2,
Or-
so 50-36.
Or wholesale substitutions about to happen.
Well, here comes Steven Johnson to the scorer's table.
You know, the struggles, and we're just alluding to the struggles of Sirocco Follings. He doesn't get back on defense. And
Gomesy with a good cut on the baseline, Michael, unable to finish at the rim.
stops the bleeding momentarily. Steven Johnson getting ready to set.
Man alive, every time they flash to the high post, they get a good look at the basket.
It's not rocket science.
Well, if I can follow it, that's got to be a sign right there. Burton on the drive.
Travel.
Good defense by Bell, and he walked.
Great job by Bell staying with him.
Under 16 to go, 52-36. All right, I think if you're an Antelope Valley fan right here, you'd love to see him go on a little run, really put this one to bed completely. Last thing you want is some little run and the Griffins pick up a little confidence and maybe they could steal one.
Yep.
Peyton over to Riley. Gomesy on the baseline, through the legs of Nolte, and Bell lays it up and in. A little Larry Bird there for Ellie Gomesy. What a great
See if we
feed.
can catch this replay. That's just
Back
a
it up a
great
little
find.
bit. 18-point lead. This equals, I should say, there was a 19-point lead at one point. So check that. Hudson, meanwhile, held on the drive. That's going to go against Riley.
I want to say there was a 20-point lead at one point. Could be wrong.
I think you might be right. I know it was 19 at the half. So the Marauders out to an 18-point lead. Inbound to Nolte. 15-footer is short. Gomesy had the rebound, tipped out of bounds by Moyer. So Antelope Valley with the basketball.
Games at 12, 2, and 6 today. Get a little bit of a break there for the 4 o'clock game, but we'll post some results here on the website.
Steven Johnson in the game. Gomesy goes glass.
And Gomesy reminds me a lot of Karl Malone. Good face-up game. Hey, if you can get a point guard to really work in the pick and roll with him, he's going to be deadly.
20-point lead and an offensive foul. Will give it back.
It's going to go against Cool.
That was Cool working off of a screen, and Peyton up holding his left arm, and he's going to check out. Well, no, Dion Troop's coming on, but who's he going to come and get? Okay, Riley going to check out. So it's Troop and Peyton, along with Johnson, Gomesy, and Tyreek Perry on the floor for Antelope Valley. Meanwhile, Cool and Hudson in the backcourt with Burton, Nolte, and Moyer up front for Grossmont. Skip pass over to Peyton.
That's
Troop dancing on the dribble.
That's one where Gomesy, instead of trying to duck in, screen the guy at the bottom to free up Johnson in the corner and make the defense react. That should have went inside.
Johnson with the rainmaker. Rims off, but a long rebound tracked down by Gomesy.
Bring it out, reset. Good job.
Shot clock at 16. Up top to Johnson. Troop, he'll try for a three. That's good.
That's a good look. Great ball movement from the Marauders, waiting for the offense again to come to them. They found their rhythm here in the second half.
This is the largest lead of the game for Antelope Valley at 23. Gomesy trying to jump that pass, and he knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with Grossmont. Josh Peliquin going to check in and replace John Nolte. Burton will bring it in, foul line extended left. Cool with the turnaround, no good. Rebound to Perry.
I don't like that defense there. That's too good of a look for Cole, who's drained a couple here today.
Johnson.
Good shot.
Steps in, fires from 17, around and out.
Totally
Rebound
fine with that
knocked
shot.
out of play. Antelope Valley will keep it. Yeah, I think that's a good shot for Steven Johnson to show.
Yeah, it's a good solid base there. He goes into it with rhythm. He's taking what the defense is giving him. He's asserting himself. He's not pressing, and that's really the difference. Nice feed.
Good feed down low. Gomesy working against Moyer and able to just muscle that one up and in. 61-36. The lead swells to 25, and the pass from Gua off the mark. Moyer can't track it down. Another turnover for Grossmont. It's another long afternoon here for the Grossmont Griffins, and just trying to weather things. Long season.
It's a good screen there by Perry.
Johnson back up to Troop. Gomesy into the lane. Left-handed hook, won't go. Rebound tapped around, and Moyer's got it.
See, this offense should have been what happened yesterday versus Miramar. It would have been a double-digit win had the offense been initiated with L.A. Gomesy, much like it's been today.
Burton faces up on Perry. Double team from Troop. And Burton trying to pass out of that double team, looking for Moyer. And the pressure has just continued to cause all kinds of problems for the Griffins running their half-court set.
Well, it's a different gear of defense here that the AVC's been able to ratchet up in the second half. They came out a little flat after the halftime break, up 19, gave up a 5-0 lead. I believe the lead was down to 13. That's a good shot for Johnson.
And he hits that one. Johnson with all kinds of room. 64-36. Meanwhile, Bruce Weber all the way out on the floor.
Little time to coach. This is in-game coaching. Let's keep it here. It's a full time out on the floor, but we saw last night in the game with San Diego City in the 4 o'clock game. They really took their that's a team that got off to a sluggish start yesterday. They ended up winning by about 30, if memory serves, against a team in Barstow that was outmatched. But they take their defense to another gear when they start to really trap in that half court. And AVC, we're seeing that here today. They're doing a lot of that, and it's really wreaking havoc for Grossmont. And having that lack of a true point guard on their team really hurting them against a team that's as athletic and as quick as the Marauders are.
Yeah, I mean, for those that have not joined us for the entire broadcast here today, 5 players missing for Grossmont, and by 5 players, 5 regular players who see regular minutes in the rotation not available today. So it's a vastly undermanned team, and the effort has been there as you would absolutely expect, but it's a very tough ask for a young team facing a lot of adversity here this season. 12:24 to go in the ball game. Burton looking for Gua. Gua's one-on-one with Johnson, and he'll bring it back out. Peliquin out to Moyer. Back to Peliquin. He'll try a long 3, missed everything. Johnson with the rebound. Gomesy trapped on the near side, gets it back to JP. Good flash by Perry. Trapped underneath, back out to Johnson. He'll try for three off the back iron. Troop giving chase into the bench.
Hey, look, again, inside out. That's a great find from Perry down low. He goes to his move. He overcommits a little bit down low. He brings it back out to the shooter. And the inside-out game has proved deadly here today for AVC.
And they have the personnel, really, Mike, as I think you've been alluding to this afternoon, they have the personnel to really do that against any opponent. Good outside shooters and good low post presence for a couple of guys.
Yeah, the only modification is when they face big teams, much like they saw versus ELAC, a huge squad. They can bring a lot of size at you.
Yeah.
But Ellie Gomesy, the modification there is Ellie Gomesy being a better player in the turn and face-up game, and when he can really put everything together in that regard, we know he's really good in the post, we know he's really good in the short corner, but when he starts looking for his and starts to initiate the offense on the turn and face game, he is going to be something special.
Yeah, Ellie Gomesy, worth mentioning, 44% from three-point range, so he has some range all the way out to long range, and that's not just on one attempt this year or something like that. This is taking fairly regular threes.
Yep.
So he's got a lot of potential to really develop his game all over the court. Hudson starts a drive, and Perry picks up the blocking foul.
Yeah, what I mean by the turn and face game, when he gets the ball, sometimes he doesn't even, he kind of half turns and he's not even looking to drive to the basket or even be a threat there.
Yep.
He turns and squares to the basket and sees what's in front of him instead of trying to initiate the offense. Sometimes if you take what the defense gives you, if your man comes up, make a move. If your man sags off, if you have that ability to hit that shot, you should be looking for yours. Make the defense react.
Burton with the corner three, that's short. Tinnon has the rebound and hands off to Troop. Troop over the line, directing traffic. Riley lost the handle. Moyer will give off to Gua. All kinds of pressure in the half-court set for Antelope Valley. Burton on the baseline,
nice
good spin on Sykes, gets position, missed the layup. Hudson fighting for the board, but it's Troop that digs it out. Troop into the lane, trying to keep it alive, stepped on the end line.
It's a great move there by Burton with the Pau Gasol special spin on the baseline. Little bit of a hook there, but that's what Pau Gasol used to do so well.
That's a Pau Gasol move.
It really is.
All the way down.
It's the chicken wing hook there.
To the subtle hook. Well, I go all the way back to Robert Parrish. Had a good hook.
A little bit more extended, but I see where you're going. Burton swings it over to Moyer. Moyer working against Jelon Tennants. Spins back to the middle. Left-handed shot up. No good. Sykes with the rebound. Under 10 minutes to go here in game one on the day. 1 of 3 on our coverage slate. 1 of 4 here at the Cleat Adelman Classic on day 2. Sykes tries to enter into the high post. Now, there's one thing about trying to enter it in at the high post, but you also have to read if it's there or not. That time, not there. It's poked away, and Grossmont now with possession down by 28. That shot is short.
Yeah,
Not even
Peliquin
close
wants
there
a
by
foul.
Peliquin. He might have been hit on the arm, but not going to get that call. Timeout called here by Antelope Valley. 9:25 to go.
H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, L.A. County's #1 Ram truck dealer, is also your Ram Commercial Truck Center with ProMaster vans, upfitted commercial trucks, contractor trucks, flatbeds, and commercial specialty vehicles in stock now. Or custom order your vehicle with the upfits needed for your unique business. You can find Ram of the West at Hunter Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in the Lancaster Auto Mall or ramofthewest.com.
Come test drive a new Ram truck today during the Big Finish sales event going on now.
I've always been told that it is part of my duty to be a voice for my community. And I like to think that as an attorney here at the Cochran firm, that I am doing what Mr. Cochran wanted us to do, which was to always be committed to your community and to serve your community and to fight, even when you feel like the odds are against you. And at the end of the day, justice will be served.
.9:25 to go. The Marauders have been in control throughout. And I believe the winner of this game plays at 2 o'clock tomorrow.
That is correct.
We will have coverage of that game for you.
Against the winner of Game 2.
Game 2 will be Miracosta and Barstow, if memory serves. Sykes, bit of a travel, shuffled the feet down low.
Well, Sykes does a good job getting on the offensive glass.
Trouble bringing in the ball here. It's a turnover, near turnover for the Griffins. Gua dribbles off Johnson. Over to Hudson near side, guarded by Troop. Peliquin turns and faces, finds Burton at the top of the key. He'll go to operate, picks up his dribble, gives back out to Hudson. Hudson driving the lane, frees himself up and under move, not there. Sykes with a rebound. Troop up ahead to Jalen Riley. Riley has Johnson in the corner. Instead, will bring it inside. He's going to be fouled.
Well, Mike, I'll be interested looking ahead to tomorrow. On paper, you think likely going to see host Miracosta on day 3. But see if Antelope Valley can build on this a little bit, how they look tomorrow. Of course, when we covered them in the Compton tournament, they really played their best game of the tournament on day 3.
Yeah. Well, in the game 1, I believe, that's a game that went to overtime versus L.A. Pierce, and they really had an opportunity in that one. Could not close the door, and obviously L.A. Pierce comes away with the win. But they were in every game that they played. They've really been in pretty much every game that they played outside of a couple this year. The one in recent memory, most recent memory, is the one versus ELAC in the championship game of the Cuyamaca tournament last Sunday. But they need to learn how to win games. And obviously this will go a long way in helping to establish that. But, those lulls defensively that we've seen here today, those are really going to come back and hurt you when you play the likes of a Citrus or somebody of that ilk. Citrus, a team that can really bomb it away from 3. Citrus with the lone win on the season, or lone loss on the season, for Fullerton, the top-ranked team in the state of California. Long rebound comes off to Jalen Riley. Riley all the way to the basket. He'll put it in. No, it's going to be a charge.
Peliquin able to take the charge and get a pretty good look at this on the replay.
That's a tough call. Well, Peliquin,
pretty good job, I think, by Peliquin there.
Yeah.
Maybe a little lean to the left, but I think it's a pretty good call. Got a couple looks at that one, and that's a great job by Peliquin. Riley with good body control, trying to maneuver around him.
That's a great job by Emery Johnson on the replay control.
Indeed. And we don't say that often enough.
We really don't. 8:13 remaining here in this one.
I did allude in the first half to Jalen Riley's season high at 17. I believe he's got 15 here as he checks out of the game. 14 points coming in the first half for Jalen Riley to really ignite this big lead for Antelope Valley.
Bell back in the ball game. It's Stephon Bell, Sykes, Deion Troop, Julian Payton, Sirocco Falling. So a little small ball being employed by AVC here. Entry into the high post. The mid post, rather. Stephon Bell's foul from the backside.
Yeah, Hudson comes on the double team, but gets hit with the reach-in foul.
Baseline out of bounds. See if we see that lob play.
They were getting it ready.
Yeah.
They were getting that lob play ready, Ace.
Yeah, Fallings trying to clear out. And we see Fallings here trying to clear out on Gua,
I'll
excuse
tell
me.
you what happens there is he gets that right arm up a little bit high, and I think that's what catches the referee's eye.
Yeah, you have to be a little bit more subtle. It's almost like like on special returns in football. Instead of a block in the back, just get in the way of the player. That's what Rocco needed to do right there when he gets whistled for the foul.
They just have a technical foul called.
Yeah, call on Julian Payton. Why? So 2 technical fouls being called on Antelope Valley. One on Sirocco Fallings, one on Julian Payton. Trying to figure out what was said. So it's going to be 4 free throws for Hudson here. So technical fouls are assessed also as personals. So you get a technical and a personal foul.
Well, if there's a time for this particular mistake, it's when you're up 29. It's not going to be welcome news for John Taylor, I think, on the Antelope Valley sideline, but
well, if the bloodline is any indication, Julian Payton, I know, probably very quick-witted. and he oftentimes is going to be on the, well, he's going to be on the winning end of the trash talk. But when you do it to an official,
whatever,
that's going to draw a whistle.
Whatever he said was probably pretty accurate and pretty.
And then when the referee's already mad, you got Rocco Fallings kind of adding to the pile, and then he gets whistled. It's been a tough day for Sirocco, and the frustration's mounting here.
Well, they have taken Julian Payton out of the game.
Payton's out.
I believe Fallings out as well,
Yeah,
and he is.
Yeah, Fallings is.
So both come out of the game.
Troop, Bell, Stephen Johnson, Jalen Riley, and Sykes.
Probably
right
done
now
for the day.
Yeah, you would assume so. Maybe a little bit of a teaching point, some discipline. Chance for Stephen Johnson to maybe earn some more minutes here and just hone his craft. Troop holding his ground defensively. Shot clock violation. Good defense here from the Marauders. And this is a pretty stout defensive group here. Now a little undersized, obviously no Gomesy inside, but this is a unit here defensively that's going to get after it. Bell's usually pretty good when he's locked in. We know Dion Troop very good at really warding off opposing point guards that want to drive to the basket.
Lehman Hudson got off to a pretty good start offensively, once again the leading scorer, but Troop came on and has really bottled him up.
Bell has to receive that pass better in the mid-post. Got to know what's coming to him. That's part of the execution. Gua working against Johnson. Enters into the high post. Deflected by Johnson. Johnson up ahead. Lays it up. Can he get it to go? No. The follow by Jalen Riley. And that matches his season high if our unofficial total holds true at 17 for the game.
Nice job running the floor by Jalen Riley and ends up getting a tip in.
Gus Solarier, statistician, table side. And he does confirm, Jeffrey. 17 on the day for Jalen Riley. Meanwhile, Lehman Hudson will go to the line. Second one off the mark. Troop brings it up. Riley, hey, you're not going to guard me. I'm going to try and bury it here. Bell comes in for the rebound. $67-33, 6:18 to go. It's day 2 of the Cleat Adelman Classic. Live on SoCalCollegeSports.com, 3C2A men's basketball. Game coming up after this. Costa and Barstow. Slated for a 2 p.m. start time, 40 minutes away from right now. Nice back door from Cool. Cool has to bring it back out. Good defense. Gomesy back in. Hudson to the rack. He gets the floater to go.
Yeah, that time Hudson able to beat Troop into the lane. The help a little late getting there, and Hudson with the good finish.
Bell comes across the corner. Troop screening for up top. Bell goes baseline, makes the defense react. That's good job. Brings it back out to Troop, and Riley's going to reset. Riley over to Johnson in the corner. Johnson, nothing there, looking to enter into Gomesy. Good post entry feed to Gomesy. Steven Johnson with the assist.
And Gomesy, a nice job warding off Moyer with the off arm and receiving that pass at the same time. And I got to tell you, that was very Karl Malone-like right there. Good strong hands from
really
Gomesy
was.
fielding that low pass.
Right now, he's more Elton Brand than he is Karl Malone in terms of style of play, because he's better in the post, I think, than Karl Malone was. But his turn and face game, that's what he needs to aspire to. Steal here for Hudson for Grossmont. Hudson able to step around the defender in Gomesy, and Gomesy trying to draw the charge. No whistle on the play. It's a good no call.
Exactly.
Riley, and Gomesy tries to fly in for the rebound, catches some contact down low.
Trying to lead the highlight reel there, going for the big follow slam, but does get himself to the line.
An opportunity in a game like this for all players to get better. We know that Jalen Riley can score the basketball. He's got some nice tools offensively. I'd like to see him expand his passing ability. He's had some opportunities yesterday and today to really not necessarily try to assert himself offensively. Finds himself pressing at times when he has a wide open man at his disposal for a better shot. Making the extra pass, maybe not all the time, is a better thing. Gets Stephon Bell that time in the corner, wide open from three. Gomesy hits on a free throw. It's a 27-point lead for the Marauders with 4:39 to go. Stats update. 20 on the day for Lamont Hudson.
Gomesy now leading the way
Nice
for Antelope
find
Valley with 18.
from Riley, and Riley right on cue with a beautiful look to Dion Troop. And Troop, how does he get open there? He sets a fantastic pick. The defender makes a decision to go cover the shooter in the corner, leaves him wide open.
Screener's always open.
Deflection by Bell. Riley quickly back the other way. Charge.
I think I'll say that Riley maybe pushed off a little bit with the off arm.
Trying to create separation there. That is a.
Yeah.
That is a.
From that angle, it's hard to tell. You do see the right arm come up a little bit.
Well, there's one thing trying to extend and ward off a defender, but that was more for protection than it was an offensive foul. But the whistle goes against them. Riley comes off. Replaced by Sykes. Perry will check in next dead ball. 4-minute mark coming up. The back door there from Pelican. Burton can't find them. Bell, good harassing defense on the ball.
Look at how far out they have to start the offense, Michael.
Man.
That's the pressure.
Steven Johnson continuing the pressure on the steal. Sykes in transition. Kicks it back to Troop. Good decision here. We've got to reset the shot clock probably to about 27. Perry going to check in, and really like the game here today from Steven Johnson and Stephon Bell. Johnson came in, gave the Marauders some great minutes. Well, Bell comes off. Johnson will stay in. We'll have a timeout on the floor. It's going to be a full 3:43 to go.
#1 Ram truck dealer, H.W. Hunter Ram of the West, has a new facility and is now the largest Ram truck center in America. Built from the ground up to offer the best truck buying experience and service experience anywhere. Let our certified truck experts help you choose from hundreds of trucks in inventory, including upfit vans and work trucks. Shop now and get huge grand opening savings on all new Ram trucks in stock at H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, 10th Street West, Lancaster Auto Mall, or ramofthewest.com.
Come test drive a new Ram truck today during the Big Finish sales event going on now.
I've always been told that it is part of my duty to be a voice for my community. And I like to think that as an attorney here at the Cochran firm, that I am doing what Mr. Cochran wanted us to do, which was to always be committed to your community and to serve your community and to fight, even when you feel like the odds are against you. And at the end of the day, justice will be served.
.343 to salt this one away for the Marauders. The early game here today. They were here early. They were here when we were setting up. Coach John Taylor and company getting some extra work in. Likely going to play Mira Costa tomorrow. That'll be the 2 p.m. game. Perry down low. Swings through. For a move, that's going to be a travel.
Yeah, good hard double team from Josh Peliquin. And Perry tries to step through, but instead picks up the travel.
Yeah, on that play there, Sykes not really doing Perry any favors in terms of bringing his defender over from the weak side. A double team becomes a triple team. Nice job by Perry on the steal from Burton. Get some work down there, young man. Enter in at the high post. Let Perry go to work. Gomesy clears it out. Gomesy out to Sykes, and Troop going to reset. That was a sense of urgency and an uptick of execution. Perfect play there. Ends with the triple for Sykes. I'm talking about the execution right on cue.
Yeah, that's a great job by Dion Troop. Understanding the shot clock there. He knew he had time for one more pass.
Jump stop. Near steal there for Grossmont. It'll stay with the Marauders, but getting back to the keys of victory today here for AVC. The intensity, the sense of urgency, the execution. Obviously, you can always play better. There's never the perfect game. You can only aspire to it. AVC, for the most part, was terrific today. And they're going to end up doing what they had to do.
Yeah, looking for their 7th win.
Johnson from downtown. That was from the Gaslamp district. Add another triple to his total. Costa, Barstow, our next game up after this. Then we get a bit of a break, and then tonight it'll be L.A. Pierce and San Diego City, state runner-up a year ago, 2 seasons ago, the state champion in 3C2A.
Good flash from Moyer.
Just trying to kill clock here, I understand it, but maybe run a set. Try to get better here. That's not going to get you better. Movement off the ball here on the shot clock all the way down. Sykes again from 3. Nope, in and out. Troop fighting for a rebound. He's going to win another possession here for the Marauders. And Grossmont Griffins defeated thoroughly in game and in body language. Johnson, good back door. There's a Perry at the high post, working against Moyer. Left-handed finish to Tyreek Perry. That's a nice high level of difficulty finish there for Tyreek. Moyer going to try to respond with a left hand. He cannot versus Gomesy. Perry with a rebound. And
yeah, that was Tyreek Perry lobbying for more playing time right there, I think.
Yeah, that was his put me in coach special. A lot of difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Around 1 second. Troop might be willing just to dribble this one out completely.
Antelope Valley will improve to 7-10 on the year, 1-15. Grossmont drops to here in 2019. Your final, 80-45. That'll do it for our coverage of Game 1. Game 2 coming up, Mira Costa Barstow 2 p.m. start time. Take care, everybody.
H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, L.A. County's #1 Ram truck dealer, is also your Ram commercial truck center with ProMaster vans, upfitted commercial trucks, contractor trucks, flatbeds, and commercial specialty vehicles in stock now. Or custom order your vehicle with the upfits needed for your unique business. You can find Ram of the West at Hunter Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in the Lancaster Auto Mall or ramofthewest.com.
Come test drive a new Ram truck today during the Big Finish sales event going on now.
I've always been told that it is part of my duty to be a voice for my community. And I like to think that as an attorney here at the Cochran firm, that I am doing what Mr. Cochran wanted us to do, which was to always be committed to your community and to serve your community and to fight, even when you feel like the odds are against you. And at the end of the day, justice will be served.
Now open, L.A. County's #1 Ram truck dealer, H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, has a new facility and is now the largest Ram truck center in America. Built from the ground up to offer the best truck buying experience and service experience anywhere. Let our certified truck experts help you choose from hundreds of trucks in inventory, including upfit vans and work trucks. Shop now and get huge grand opening savings on all new Ram trucks in stock at H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, 10th Street West, Lancaster Auto Mall, or ramofthewest.com.
Come test drive a new Ram truck today during the Big Finish sales event going on now.